now! Don't give it up, Luffy! Don't give it up, Solo! Don't give it up, Nami! Don't give it up, give it up, give it up, give it up, give it up!
Hey there guys, welcome back to Let's Play One Piece Pirate Warriors 3. We're on the Dream Log, and today we're going to be taking a look at none other than the great pirate Crocodile. The Logia user of, I'm pretty sure, the sand fruit or something similar. As you can see, he's pretty much maxed out for everything, which is kind of cool. The only thing is we need more Whitebeard coins, but since we don't have Whitebeard unlocked, kind of hard to get. We'll be getting those fairly soon, though. And just for hits and shiggles, let's bump him up to level 45, and we'll go with his normal costume to start out with. Now, Crocodile is, he was in Pirate Warriors 1, but he wasn't playable. He was first playable in Pirate Warriors 2. A very, very popular character, for sure. So we're going to start off with, of course, very fitting, the world's greatest beauty is number 1. I think we did number 2 already. So we have to decide who is the most beautiful, Hancock, Perona, or Robin. Honestly, out of all of those, if we're... It's like, Hancock should be the obvious choice. But honestly, Perona, I think, is the cutest one of them all. Just on my personal opinion. Alright, though. I said I talked about this a little in, I think, the last part. We're gonna bring this up again. Apparently, and this just utterly baffles my mind every time I say it, or even think about it, really, there are many, many people who believe that, Crocodile is Luffy's mom. So, I just want that to sink in for a second before we continue, okay? So take a reflective moment. And in that reflective moment, I'll show off a new feature I actually unlocked, which is the ability to switch the game music. Basically, I bought every song in the game, which surprisingly wasn't that expensive, and now I can not only choose a song that I want, but I can select it, and then when it's done, it'll actually just shuffle to another song that you wouldn't normally hear. So, let's go Scene in the New World. So, now that you've had that to sink in a bit, you might be wondering, well, how does that work? So if you remember back in Impel Down, we got the one treasure event where Ivankov was like, hey, dude, you know, you better join us because or else you don't want anyone else knowing your crazy super dark secret. And this dark secret, you know, like a lot of stuff in One Piece, hasn't been brought up yet. It could be convenient foreshadowing for the far-flung future. See, you know, where that leads. But a lot of people are guessing, based off of a couple sources, that this means, because remember, Ivankov has the ability to switch someone's gender, that that Crocodile used to be a woman. And now this has a couple of implications that, you know, people have ideas about. The first is that, again, as I said, Luffy's mother, because of the fact that they look visibly similar, and another big part of this was that the, if you look at some of the art Oda did, where the characters were young, a young Crocodile looked very feminine, as in, like, really, really, really feminine. It's strange. And, you know, they did, like, really childish art later, and it became not, you know, like, real, like, that was, like, teen. They did some actual, like, baby art, and it was, you know, a little more clearly male. But in this one teen art, yeah, no, it was, Crocodile looked like a girl, man. And so, it's interesting, that this might lead to something. So, another thing is just straight up that, you know, the secret was that Crocodile used to be a woman. But honestly, I don't think that'd be that big a deal, and that he would have to, you know, really try to hide that fact as much. One other theory that was passed around is that he's actually the daughter of Whitebeard, because in the summit battle, he really goes like, hey, yo, Whitebeard, I'm gonna fight you, and I hate you. He has such an intense hatred for Whitebeard And so a lot of people think that that might be the case also. The final and I'd say most logical answers are either that, well, Crocodile fell in... Oh, this also is ability. He can suck life from people. It's actually super awesome. It destroys bosses. That simply, he fell in love with the female Ivankov, and then the secret was revealed, and like that makes sense. That, or that he's actually like Revolutionary Army or something, you know, or, well, that doesn't make sense though, because Ivankov would say that. I heard that one might be one where he's like works with the Revolutionary Army or is super anti-government, or I'm not sure. But there's, you know, there's a lot of stuff that that this secret could be, and it pretty much leads the basis of, you know, a lot of what, you know, the mystery regarding Crocodile and why he's still brought up, now that, you know, his arcs are basically done, but there's gonna be more in the future for sure. Also, Kobe, you are no B anymore. You're a no-B boy. So I guess his fighting style, much like any Logia user, he's just really good. You got your claw attacks on square, and you got your fruit Logia sand attacks on triangle, leading you to be able to do some crazy stuff. And honestly, he's fun. As I said, he does have a really good grab. One of his main gimmicks is this grab here that I'm doing. It sucks the life force and overall makes you a total badass. And it can really hurt bosses if you use it properly. What's some of his other good attacks? He does have Desert Sparta buff, and then when it comes... Mission failed. Magellan lost the battle with Hannibal. Well, too bad. I'm not even paying attention to him. Hannibal has retreated while looking smug. Okay, I'm fine with that then. Okay, well, that's fine. We don't get them as partners, but that doesn't matter. I was worried when I saw mission failed there for a sec. I need to pay a bit more attention when I'm playing. It's hard to do, you know? But, oh well. As long as the mission gets completed, we're still good. Oh, we also have this claw attack that brings them all into a circle. It's good. His R1 skill is actually a counter that when used will suck the life force out of, I think, everyone in the immediate area. Let's see if I can get it to work. Oh, yeah, there you go. It's good. We got Nami and Arlong. I might try to get Nami, actually, because she's pretty fun. Good partner to have. We're already at A rank, though, so that means we just need our... Well, no, we still need a bit more for those. Kills and exclamation marks. So we're getting there, though. Let's start off with another Kizuna rush. So, in between parts, I actually, you know, did quite a bit of grinding for stuff. Like, as I said, I did beat the story mode 100%, but then after that, I went and just did some of the earlier islands, just so that they don't take up the majority of our time, you know? So I'm looking at the number of islands, it's like, yeah, I'm gonna have to make sure I do some off screen because I want 100% them. So, but otherwise, it's going well. I can see myself 100%ing these, and I've heard some people saying like, oh, you know, you got to be careful, man. The final mission's really hard. But I've discovered, and by discovered I mean people in the comments have given me the most broken combination in the game, which I can use and can destroy everything with. No, I did some missions with it, and I honestly had to stop because I was doing it so well that the missions weren't even fun anymore. Like, it is stupidly good. But no, I'm really enjoying this game. Warriors games get more buck from like, you know, more bang for the buck than almost any others. Because even though the gameplay is, like, simpler, just the sheer amount of content is wonderful, man. I love it. I think we're almost at the limit here. We just need to get the couple more KOs. Oh, yes. I will say, and surprisingly, people are really enjoying this this series, which makes me happy. People have a lot to say, a lot of corrections on stuff I've said about One Piece, but honestly, until this game, like, I mean, even with Pirate Warriors 2, it's like, I liked, oh, that's a lot of enemies. I liked One Piece, but I wasn't really, you know, I tried to get, to catch up and watch it some more, but I just couldn't. So now I have caught up, though. Partially, you know, from this game. Like, I haven't fully watched some arcs, just got the Jot Notes versions. But, like, you know, with this one, I've caught up on it, and that's wonderful. So, I still make some mistakes because I haven't watched it all like some people have. But I feel like I have a good enough basis that I'll at least talk about stuff in a semi-informed manner. And that's fine, I feel. You know, it got me into it, which I love. And I will say, Crocodile has been confirmed also for Burning Blood, the upcoming One Piece fighting game. And you can pretty much expect coverage on that on this channel. In English, of course, because it has been confirmed to have an English version. If only the JoJo game got a confirmed English version, but sadly that's not the case just yet. It will eventually, I feel, but because you got trademarked, and Namco Bandai is actually really bad with how they trademark games. It's like a lot of the times you'll find games that, you know, got trademarked and you're like, oh, there it is. But yeah, I'm happy they just straight up confirmed Burning Blood as soon as it was announced for North America. Like, that doesn't happen much, but it almost makes me feel like they're really trying to do well with it. Also, did you see that? That attack alone was able to shave off almost her entire life bar. Like, look at this. Okay, so I got thrown by that dude. But you can just suck life bars dry. I guess I should show off his specials. Special 1 is that. Special 2 is surprisingly bigger. I mean, you know, always Special 2 is always bigger. Ground Death. It's amazing. It's just a straight up sort of like room clear. But watch this. Oops, I missed. I want to get her. Come on over here. Look at this. It doesn't even. I think it is. It's affected by the aura of the hero mode, but at the same time, it's so low that like you still chip away at her hero meter, but you deal more damage because it's a grab, and it's amazing. So let's finish this off in Super Supreme style, of course, in which we just have the entire room explode. And we defeated Hancock. Hooray. We've won the battle. We are the most beautiful woman here. Also Luffy's mother. Also Whitebeard's daughter. Yeah. So Whitebeard might be Luffy's actual grandfather. Or other grandfather. Can you imagine if Whitebeard is Luffy's, like, grandfather opposite Garp? That would be insane, actually. And I love it. I love stupid theories like that, man. It gives me life. So, we have his next costume to look at, though. And, oh, I also bought all the movie dials. Except there's one that is still locked. And to get that, you actually have to beat Shanks at the end. So we'll go get Shanks eventually. Josu's still moving around. I'm not going to get to him anytime soon, because look where he is. But with that said, we have a dude to face, and it is none other than Mihawk himself. Hawkeye's Mihawk, the greatest swordsman in the world. And we're rocking the Marineford costume, which sadly, out of all the, like, extra costumes, I feel is one of the weakest, because it is just a recolor. It's nothing else. You know, other characters have special costumes and stuff that are actual, like, you know, this one is just a costume. This time correctly colored, apparently. There was a controversy with it in Pirate Warriors 2, where I think the pants were incorrectly colored and people got really mad. Because, of course, you know, it's what happens with people on the internet. Except in the JoJo fandom, because nothing is ever colored correctly. There is no such thing as correctly colored in the JoJo fandom. But Mihawk, more like me nothing, because he's already, like, dead. Boom. Easy. So, of course, for these missions, you're going to want to try and get your S ranks, which I've noticed aren't hard to get. As I've said before, like, I've never actually not got an S rank just because I've been playing it properly this whole time, you know? So it's like, in a room like this might be a little hard, but then you just get Perona in here, and then look at that. Like, already, boom, and then we can go straight into Kazuna and get those sick exclamation marks. And I still don't like to repeat myself, and I keep having to, because this is a long series and it'll happen eventually. I actually really like that it's easy. I like games that I can just put on, play, you know, have no worries about. Like, man, I'm playing right now live Mass Effect 1 for a good friend. I'm playing it for him to get him the footage and stuff. And man, it's like, that game is surprisingly difficult. Like, I'm on casual, the easiest difficulty, you know, it's casual, and I'm getting destroyed at times. Like, really? That's so crazy. But, you know, that also stems to the fact that I'm not good at shooters, even with auto-aim on, where as long as the enemy is on screen, your shot will hit them. Like, wow, you know? Shooters are a genre I've never been good at, though. You know, like, Splatoon is kind of different because of the fact that there's the motion controls, and honestly, people who don't play with motion controls astound me, because how can you aim without, you know, get those sweet minor adjustments? And unlike playing on PC, which has a similar thing, you know, the fact that you don't have to worry about the keyboard. I hate the keyboard, you know, it's like, that mouse is fine. Keyboard, I hate the keyboard as a controller. There's too many buttons. And some people like it. Some people are like, yeah, now you can map it to however you want. And I'm like, but it doesn't fit nicely in your hand ever, you know? I feel the keyboard is the most, like, I know people say, oh man, the, you know, whatever controller is so hard to use. And it's like, well, it's better to, I feel, I'd rather take a million Wii Remotes, GameCube controllers, and original Xbox controllers over a keyboard. And this might sound like sacrilege, but I'm being truthful here. Also, I'm trying to clear out this room, and it's surprisingly tough with all these super swordsmen here. And we're gonna get our exclamation marks up really quickly. Well, we can't go there just yet because of the fact that there's dudes everywhere here. Zoro, okay, let's try and get them all. I feel like this might be really good. Nice. That was actually super awesome. Of course, you know, you got a chapter like this, all the swordsmen team up, and I think that's cool. I think one system that I love about this game is how you get characters together who normally wouldn't, or they start to do them thematically in a way that you wouldn't expect to use otherwise. Like, you'd never see Mihawk, Zoro, Jozu, you know, all the other guys working together, and, well, maybe. There's enough specials nowadays that it's entirely possible. But how are we doing for our stuff? Well, we're already at enough S's. We just need more kills. Cool. We can do that. Crocodile's a cool character, though. I think, you know, he's just such a neat sort of archetype. This just a cool, powerful pirate, you know? Plus, he has a poison hook with another poison hook under it. Like, that's funny. That's comedic gold, you know? Or it's a hook with a poison hook under it, and under that hook is another hook. And I think it's been confirmed that there's just an endless supply of hooks, mostly made out of grains of sand, you know? So it's like, he can just, you know, he needs like a Gara-like sand backpack. Man, come to think of it, wouldn't like the whole Gara thing in Naruto and the, and Crocodile been sort of taking place at the same time? Like, in terms of, like, real-world time? I feel like they might have been. So it's like, you know, you'd have these two cool sand dudes. I could be wrong. Like, they could be years apart. Actually, it probably is, because One Piece started in the 90s, which is weird to think about. And Naruto didn't start... I think Naruto was around when in the later teens. But then this... I don't know. That's an interesting thought, though. You know, it's like when these two sand villains, if they would have ever been together, they might have been. No, I was gonna say they might have been together in the battle or the GameCube One Piece Naruto Dragon Ball Z fighting game, but I don't think, I know Gaara was in it, but not the not Crocodile. I don't think they've ever would have been able to meet. Also, wow, is this actually here in single player? That's crazy. Well, let's stop the giant. Oh, where is he? Where? Oh, he's down there. Okay. See here. Let's get Sanji teamed up with us. Overall, we're already almost done this mission, and we'll be unlocking Mihawk soon. Mihawk being, I'm pretty sure it said I think people said he's the strongest in Pirate Warriors 2. I could be wrong. That's like my new catchphrase, mostly because I don't want people to tell me in the comments angrily that I'm wrong. Because, well, that already happens a lot. Like, I just put up today a video on, like, my opinions on, oh no, it was yesterday, actually, my opinions on Smash Bros, like, the DLC, which, well, potentially, the Nintendo Direct, right? And people really took my opinions the wrong way, thinking I'm saying all this stuff will happen 100%, and they started to get really mad. But then again, anything Nintendo related that I say an opinion on, everyone will get mad about, and I guess I should just be used to that by now. That's fine, though. Brook and company have started advancing, right? Brook is a swordsman, I guess. I don't know, it's one of the, his swordsman nature is kind of forgettable because you think Zoro's like the crew swordsman, right? You know? You kind of have a crossover there. It's sort of like if they hired another navigator or something, it just wouldn't really work. So let's go and save them along with take this room. I mean, we can just do this, and the room is ours. Like, well, we didn't get enough meter to get it ourselves, but it was close enough. Actually, I don't think it got these guys. I think they're exempt from the range, which is surprising. So one thing that is cool about this game that I haven't really super talked about is the fact that, like, every room in this game is representative of some place in like, you know, an actual setting designed by Oda, which is kind of cool. I like how they do it where they take wow, they're actually like taking the room here. They make it so it's like the rooms are each major fight areas and stuff, and then, you know, just the areas in between it are sort of like, you know, trying to make it look like the same areas. Like, you can't do a one-to-one, this is exactly how the level looks thing. Like, I think the Naruto games did that, where they tried to make an entire Konohana village that you can go around, and it's like, you know, can't really do that with One Piece, because I don't even think in One Piece, like, the places are too big for you to do that with. Also, it's been a long time since I've actually thought this much about Naruto, I'm gonna be very honest. The last time that this happened was probably... well, you know what? There was one time in high school where it was a late practice for the school play, and my bro Fuad, you might remember him from the Pirate Warriors 1 Let's Play, which again, I highly recommend, because he was the One Piece master, and you could tell he was still getting me into it. It was so good. Please watch that. It's amazing. He brought, or someone brought, the Naruto fighting game, and we're like making up fighting game terminology. I've told this story before, I know, but it's the hypest thing ever, so I don't even care. Like, it was it not Shikamaru? I forget the guy with the dogs, or with the dog rather, and we had him do dog missiles as one of his attacks, and we would get so hype every time dog missiles were launched. We talk about like shuriken canceling and like all this non-existent fighting game tech, and it was amazing, you know. That was the last time I've actually thought about Naruto in any significant regard, because it's just never, you know, it's like, it was cool at the time, but it's sort of like One Piece syndrome where it just got too big. And when it was on TV here, it was on TV longer than One Piece was. One Piece ended a long time before, you know, being on TV before Naruto did. But like, it was like the last one that I saw was the Curry of Life saga, which apparently people are known as like one of the most infamously, you know, like, it's filler. It is the most filler ever. And I don't know, like, One Piece filler I'm honestly fine with. but, you know, freaking Naruto filler is actually the worst. Like, it's just boring. I don't know. I love the One Piece characters, and we'll get into them forever, you know, but, man, some of the Naruto characters I genuinely do not care about, and I don't think ever will. And it's okay now, because that's over. But now we got Boruto to worry about. You know, I will say the last Naruto fighting game, I have nothing but respect for, if only because of how many characters are in it. That's amazing. There's in it, and it, you know, it's not super balanced, but apparently it's decently balanced. Like, that in itself is an achievement, to which I tell, you know, I say to Naruto, good job. Though, the fact that there's, I think, 7 different Narutos in it, like, iterations of Naruto, is a little weird. You know, is like, I think the worst, like, with Pirate Warriors 2, whoa, you can actually, I was gonna say you could see, like, where the line in the sky splits, but that's just that. With, you know, with One Piece, the worst that it was in Pirate Warriors 2, where the old and new versions of the Straw Hats were separate characters, and then there was 2 versions of Teach. I think in this one, it's all, like, it's all one, you know? Which is nice, and is honestly better. Let's automatically set coins. None of them work. Cool. But we did unlock our boy Mihawk, who we will definitely be taking a look at later. But for now, he's now able to invade Dreamlogs. Are we going to unlock more? Yeah. What do we have up here now? Let's see here. Did we actually unlock anyone else? Is there any other characters? Or is this just leading up to Doflamingo? Okay. So what are the levels for these? It's like, yeah, these, to go straight through, it's like, this is, Whitebeard is level 50. Like, that's insane. Like, you have to, I mean, I'm going to get him. In fact, I'm probably going to work my way to him right now. In fact, we could, can we get to Whitebeard right now? Are you serious? Yo, guys, next time, we're going after Whitebeard. See you all next time, guys, on One Piece Pirate Warriors 3. Ciao.